I am Spidey, and today I'm going to be reviewing a couple more figures from the SPD figure line. Specifically, I'm going to be focusing on SPD/Deca Blue in both his regular form and in SWAT mode. In addition, I'm going to take a minute and talk about the bike. So I'm going to go ahead and start out by just getting these two out of the way and talking about SPD/Deca Blue here in his signature pose, to the best of my ability. There, I think that's a little better. But like Red before, he's got some very good posability, leg swivels, universal joint on the hip, universal joint on the arms, a swivel joint on the head, and of course the same gimmick, which again doesn't work on mine, but hey. Now, like I said in the Red Ranger review, I did some modifications to the rest of the figure SWAT modes. SWAT mode Delta Max Strikers, sorry. So this one has, and this is true for all my other figures, but it has both the knuckle component and the blade component, which I had to do some work on in order to kind of ensure that, you know, he could hold it well. This is true for all my figures, but I think all things considered, it came out looking kind of nice. It's not perfect, but it came out looking kind of nice. However, the real accessory that he comes with out of the package is the signature weapon for the Blue Ranger on SPD, the sniper rifle. Yeah, mine's kind of bent, but you know, it is a very nicely detailed weapon, although it's cast in this kind of grayish, in this solid gray plastic. It's very well detailed. You can see ridges and, you know, all the kinds of details on the D-Sniper toy and the show prop. So it's a very nice gun. Okay, it looks good and he holds it well. So, you know, you can get a lot of good poses out of him with this. This one's the one that I like a lot, where he's just kind of standing at the side. Sadly, you know, since it's not as posable as, say, an SH Figure Arts figure, very little is, you're kind of limited, but he can still do some very nice poses, and the figure in of itself also looks really good. They even bothered to paint the back on it, which is kind of rare that I've seen, but all things considered, for what he is and what I paid for him way back when, he is a darned good figure. Okay? Now, however, though, like all the other figures, upgrade, SWAT mode. SWAT mode, again, basically the same figure, same posability as Red, same problems with plastic quality. The arms feel a little weaker and the plastic a little more bendy. See? For comparison's sake, nowhere near as bendy in the lower elbow, at least that I can tell. Again, Delta Enforcer, same nice toy. In fact, I own all the SWAT mode figures for the Core 5, so they are basically the same weapon. No differences. Again, though, since it is the same weapon, they got it looking very nice. Also, though, you know, since it's the same hand, SWAT mode Blue can hold regular mode Blue's sniper rifle. Sadly, there's no hook or anything on here, which if you're looking for 100% matching the show suit, you're probably not going to get that, but again, details like the helmet and everything else are nice. I should say, though, that a lot of these silver bands on here weren't painted originally, like the stuff on the back in particular, not painted right out of the package. I did that. So yeah, the SWAT mode figures are a little cheap. They're a little more cheap compared to the originals. But all things considered, I still think they're nice figures. And since they're disposable, they can, in fact, ride on the bike. Which I should say, first, I got the original release for the Blue Ranger's SPD Patrol Cycle, which featured a blue star here, and these containers were also blue. This was eventually repainted to have these be black, but at the time I didn't know that, so I just painted them black on my own. However, you know, in spite of that, it is still a cool little motorcycle. It was used on the show, and with the exception of this, I think it matches pretty well to even Deca Blue's bike. Okay? However, you know, being an SPD bike, it features a gimmick, and its gimmick is to combine with the red and green patrol cycles, which you can do like this. You take one end and you snap it on. You repeat with the other side. And finally, you put this on. Well, not finally, this is the second to last step. You put that on, and then with the SPD Blue bike, you get this little cover. You just slide that on, and it gives a kind of an armored look. But here is the combined bike, which I think actually looks pretty cool. I mean, it actually kind of, in a way, halfway looks like it's got wings, but yeah, it's a gimmick designed to make you want to buy more motorcycles. So, it's not exactly the world's best gimmick, but at that same token, it's not the worst. And, you know, despite everything, if you hold it up, it can still roll, but most of the time, if you're going to have this, you're just going to show it off with the kickstand. However, you know, with everything all said and done, you know, as normal and SWAT mode figures, are still great toys. They are posable, they look wonderful. The gimmicks are, again, you know, my toys are very well played with and very old. So they are the gimmicks don't work. But the gimmicks, when they do work, they work wonderfully. They are very unobtrusive. Okay, you know, with the exception of a lack of a waist joint, but hey, that's pretty normal for Bandai. So, you know, if you can find any of the SPD figures, you should get them. I really recommend them. Well, that's it. I can't really think of anything else I want to add. That's Spidey Wing. Thank you, and good day.